Workshop Roary the racing car. There's so much more to do before Formula Fun magazine arrives, Big Chris yawned. He had been up all night tidying the workshop. Mr. Carburetor wants the place spotless. But I'm so tired. I'll look after the workshop while you have a nap, Roary offered. Well, if you're sure, yawned Chris. Thanks. Molecom was trying to make Flash's skateboard go faster. Okay, he said. Try it now. It's supposed to go vroom. Vroom, Molecom, like Maxi, Flash said miserably. Maxi arrived at the workshop, coughing. Has anyone seen Big Chris? He asked. He's having a nap, Maxi, Roary said. What? Spluttered Maxi. He said he'd give me an oil change this morning. I really need one, listen. You're right. Roary frowned. I'd better go and wake Big Chris. How's Big Chris doing, Rusty? Roary asked. Listen to him snoring. Rusty replied. He's sleeping like a big baby. Oh dear, Roary said. I can't wake him now. Maxi will just have to wait. What do you mean I'll have to wait? Coughed Maxi. I'm sure Big Chris will wake up soon, said Roary. But if you're in a hurry, we'll do it, won't we, Tin Top? But Tin Top didn't look so sure. Molecom was still trying, unsuccessfully, to improve Flash's top speed. Now that's what I want to do, exclaimed Flash, as Drifter zoomed by. That's what I want to sound like. Suddenly, Molecom had an idea. Well then, let's see if we can borrow an engine from Big Chris. He's bound to have spares. Roary had Maxi up on the ramp, ready to change his oil, but Drifter had come in with flat tires. Roary wasn't sure who to take care of first. Just then, Flash and Molecom arrived. Hi, Maxi, what are you doing up there? Asked Flash. I'm waiting for Roary to change my oil, grumbled Maxi. I'll do that for you, Roary, Flash said. If you'll let me borrow an engine. Well, all right, said Roary, reluctantly. Then Tin Top and I can see to Drifter. Flash started by emptying out Maxi's dirty oil, but he didn't have anything to catch it in. Meanwhile, Marcia was talking to Mr. Carburetor. Yes, Mr. Carburetor, she frowned. Everything's fine, I'll check the workshop and the pits, and they'll be spotless. Yes, of course the cars will look their best. See you soon, Mr. Carburetor. Bye. But the workshop wasn't spotless. In fact, it was quite a mess. How did this happen? Asked Marcia. It's my fault, said Big Chris, walking in on the messy workshop. I was so tired I left the cars in charge while I had a nap. I'm sorry. It's my fault, said Roary. I promised to wake him if anything needed to be done, but I didn't want to disturb him, so I tried to take care of things myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, too, said Marcia. I didn't know you were so tired, Big Chris. But what are we going to do? Well, we all made the mess, said Big Chris. So we should all clear it up. Everyone worked really hard to clear up the mess. Big Chris changed Drifter's tire and filled Maxi up properly with clean oil. Marcia mopped up all the oil from the floor, and all the cars tidied up the workshop. By the time they could hear Mr. Carburetor's helicopter approaching, everything was spick and span again. Molecom had fixed the new engine to Flash's skateboard. Let's see what my new souped-up skateboard can do then, he cried. Do be careful, Flash, said Molecom, looking worried. It will be really quite fast now. Oh dear. Mr. Carburetor was talking to the reporter. Yes, Silver Hatch is without doubt the finest racetrack in the world. We have the best workshops, best pits, best mechanic, best marshal. Just then, Flash zoomed past. The fastest rabbits, Mr. Carburetor continued without thinking. Fastest rabbits? Asked the journalist. Yes, said Mr. Carburetor. Let's take a photograph of me with all the cars, shall we? So everyone got together for a group photograph, and even Flash got into the picture. Roary realized that looking after Silver Hatch really was a team effort. That's why it was the best racetrack in the world, and almost certainly the only one with a flying rabbit. The end.